Good afternoon. Thank you everyone for coming out and supporting local business. I am Devon from Skepsis Legal Solutions, and that is what my business exists for, is helping local businesses. I have worked with the large multinational, international companies, and the companies that I love working with are not those. They're you guys, everyone in this room, the local businesses. And the reason I do that is because these local businesses, they're the backbone of our local economy. They give us great jobs, great benefits, great freedom to live our lives and see our families outside the workplace. There is an outside the workplace, I've learned, so that was exciting. So yeah, that's my why. And so today I'm going to give you a few tips on the top 5 mistakes business owners make and how you can avoid them. So we'll start with number 1. No, I'm lying. We're starting with number 5. Math is not my strong point, by the way. That's why we go to law school, is because we couldn't become accountants. Administrative dissolution. So every year, your business is required to file with the state, whether you're Idaho or Washington or many other states, not every single state, but lots of states, a paperwork saying basically, yeah, I'm still in business. Here's kind of what I'm doing, where I'm at, and who owns my business. That does need to be filed with the state. In most states, you need to pay a fee. If you do not file that and pay that fee, what the state does is they go in and they say, hey, I'm just going to dissolve your company. Your company does not exist anymore. That is called administrative dissolution. And you do not want that, because what that means is you are now at risk when you're conducting business. So your LLC has disappeared, your corporation has disappeared, and you are exposing all of your personal assets to any business liabilities that you may incur. So one of the things we help business owners with at Skepsis Legal is that annual paperwork, filing their annual report, so that you can avoid administrative dissolution for your business and keep those assets protected behind your LLC, behind your corporation, whatever corporate structure you choose. Let's go to number 4. Number 4 is not having a succession plan, and I was so enamored with Jerry earlier for talking about her succession plan and how important succession planning is. A lot of people, when they go to their trust and estates attorney to make their succession plan, they don't always cover their businesses in the way that they think or know or want or expect. So one of the things that we do at Skepsis Legal is we sit down and we have a conversation with you and we say, okay, let's say, this is always a fun conversation, you're hit by a bus tomorrow. And then invariably, you know, all the jokers that I work with who are some of my favorites, we'd start coming up with some of the best ways that they could be, I guess, taken out. It gets very amusing sometimes, but eventually we get around back to that succession plan. And okay, if you are hit by that bus tomorrow, what is going to happen to your business? I have had so many situations where a business owner has died, they're the main one running the business, the spouse has to step in and clean up that mess. Meanwhile, they are trying to manage children, manage family, grieve the loss of a spouse, and the last thing you want to do is try and manage a business that you know nothing or very little about, or just enough to be dangerous, while you're going through that other process. So do your family a favor. Make sure your business is set up in a way that it is going to be easy for your family to either shut down or carry on in your absence, whatever your plan is, so that you're not putting extra burden on them. Your business truly becomes an asset to your family and not more work, a problem, or a liability. Let's go number 3. Yeah, it is. Employees and independent contractors. So I have probably the last year dealt with maybe 4 or 5 businesses who got whacked by the state, whether that's Washington or Idaho, and they had hired people as independent employees. Something happens, all kinds of things can happen to trigger this, but then the state starts paying attention and says, you know what? Those are not independent contractors. Those are employees, and you owe me workers' comp premiums, fees and penalties for not having a workers' comp policy, which, by the way, can be up to $5,000 per day that you do not have a workers' comp policy in place. Sometimes you end up owing workers' comp on injury claims, unemployment, back fees, penalties, and interest for not paying unemployment taxes, and then of course all the other taxes you should have been paying and withholding if you had an employee versus an independent contractor. So a lot of business owners, they think, okay, I'm going to start off cheap. I don't know if I can really commit to this person as my employee. Don't do that. Figure out for real if your employees are employees or independent contractors. Do not try and shove that independent contractor, or excuse me, the employee into the independent contractor hole, because there are a plethora of ways your business can get bitten when you try and do that. Let's go to number 2, a fear of lawyers. I can't tell you how often I hear, mostly from strangers, hey, Devon, it's great to meet you. It's good to know a lawyer. Hope I never have to talk to you. Meanwhile, from my clients, mostly what I hear is, hey, Devon, it's great to meet you. I can't wait until the next time that I get to talk to you. Because the conversations that I have with my clients, they are not the conversations that come up when you get sued, when there's a major problem, when you have some kind of catastrophic business ending issue. The kinds of problems we are focusing on, we handle the latter ones, but the kinds I want to focus on with you are the legal issues that prevent all of that from happening in the first place. So, protect your asset. I want you to think about your business, what you think that business is worth. Compare it to the value of your home. Do you have insurance on your home? Probably. Is your business about as valuable or maybe even more valuable than your home? Probably. Should you protect that asset? Absolutely. So, don't be afraid of lawyers. I promise I don't normally bite unless I'm in a really particular mood. So yeah, call your lawyer. I will add, one of the things we do at Skepsis Legal to help make that easier and more palatable for our clients is we do offer very affordable flat fee and subscription-based services, because a lot of what I hear is, hey, Devon, I didn't want to pick up the phone and call you and get a $500 bill. Well, it's not really how it works, but so that you don't have to be afraid of that, you will know all of our pricing and what you're going to be paying up front in a way that you can fit it into your business budget just like you would your regular insurance and other business protections. Let's go to number 1, that is doing business without a business. If you are a sole prop, sorry to say it, you're doing it wrong. Just stop. You are exposing yourself to potentially huge liability by operating under a sole proprietorship or a partnership. Instead, what you're going to want to do in 99% of the cases is form either an LLC or a corporation. Because when you do that, you are putting a brick wall between your personal assets and that buggerhead out there who wants to sue you for no good reason. I tell my clients, anyone can sue you for anything. If I don't like the way Stan looked at me earlier today, I can sue him. Doesn't mean I'm going to win, but I can sure as heck sue him. So, you need that wall in place, even if you are the perfect, ideal, wonderful business owner, which of course you will be if we work together. You'll never have any problems. Okay, maybe not. But, yeah, even if you're running a great business, honest in every way, if you are doing it long enough, someone is going to come out of the woodwork and try and make your life difficult for no good reason, and you want that brick wall there to stop them so that you know your personal assets are protected and you are not putting your personal assets, your retirement, your home, savings accounts, whatever that may be, you don't want to put those at risk unnecessarily. So those are the top 5 mistakes I see. Hopefully you will avoid them. If you have any questions, I hope you will come see me. Like I said, we exist for small local businesses, and I want to make sure that your business is set up strong. I'm Devon with Skepsis Legal Solutions.